Hi there everyone, it's Bren here and welcome back to this week's garden update. I hope you've all had a good week. To be honest with you, I haven't really spent that much time out in the garden because I've been visiting my sister who lives in Australia as well. She lives in rural Victoria. But what I have noticed when I got back was, oh my goodness, so many more of the spring bulbs have made an appearance. I've seen my favourite ones, which are the Dutch irises. I've got a whole load of them in the front garden and they have made an appearance. It's really exciting. Well, in this week's video I will be showing you the Cosmos because oh wow, there's even more flowers compared to last week. It is absolutely packed. I think you're really gonna like that. I'll also show you some more of my seedlings and I'll be harvesting a couple of edibles, some lemongrass and the Kiwano, I can never pronounce the name of it. It's called also a jelly melon. It has quite a few names, so maybe I should really give it one of the other names so I don't keep on getting stuck with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this week's video. Just sit back and relax and I'll show you around. So I'm starting off this week's video here where all the cosmos are, the self-seeding cosmos. I just had to show you here because I know I showed you it last week, but look at this. Look how many more flowers there are. Absolutely covered. I reckon there's like probably 50 opening a day and it's just so glorious. Makes me happy and I hope to share a bit of that with you too. They've all flopped over the plants, absolutely packed with flowers. It's lovely just standing here and I see all the bees. There's one there. They're really, oh, he's buzzed off. Really enjoying these beautiful flowers. And I was reading up a bit about cosmos and I never realised that cosmos is actually the Greek word for ornamental or beautiful, and I think that's a perfect word to describe these. I've taken a couple of steps back just to give you another idea of what it looks like from a bit of a distance, and over here I have another one here that's reached up. It's about 2 meters high. Lovely pink flowers. This lovely cosmos, which is an annual plant. Over here, this is a ornamental flowering tobacco plant, which has started to form the seed pods. I've been collecting the seeds for next year. Pretty easy to collect. You just give them a little squish like this, and you can see I'll get hundreds of seeds off this, and they've got beautiful long trumpet-like flowers. It's very pretty. Hey, but there was something over here I wanted to show you today. Oh, look at that. The salvia has grown way more since last week as well. I don't think I've ever mentioned to you that with all my trestles that I've put up, I do grow like edibles there, but I have also recently put in some climbing perennials. So eventually I can see that all these trestles will be covered in perennials. So this one over here, I still have the tag, I'll show you. This one here is an Australian native, I believe, the Pandoria, and I put that in there, and look, I only put it in a few weeks ago and it's already starting to wrap its way up, which I'm pretty happy with. But if I just take a step back, I want to just show you over here. This here, that's actually lemongrass there. I've only had that in there about probably since the beginning of spring, and it's grown quite a lot, and I'm going to harvest some of that today. Lemongrass originates from Sri Lanka, South India, but it's very popular in Asia, in Asian cooking. People put them in curries, and it's quite a nice versatile plant. You can actually have it as tea as well. Let me just break a piece off now and show you. What I do is I just go in there and I pull a piece off. It's probably not the best way, whoops, what people do. This is how I do it. There you go. So it's that base part there that is nice, and I just give it a bit of I take off the outer layers and I give it a whack with a rolling pin, and it just releases the flavour. Oh, it's not in focus, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's not. But this is like a lovely perennial herb to have in your garden. Although I have to say, last year I lost one of my plants because for the first time in years we had temperatures of -6 degrees, so it got really, really cold. Let me just open this one up so you can have a better look. That's what it looks like on the inside. I've just crushed it open and the aroma is beautiful. I really wish there was smell-o-vision. It's just got such a strong, like, lemony aroma, and I can actually just cut that bit off and I put it in a pot, pour some hot water over it and a little bit of sugar to sweeten it, and that makes a really, really nice tea. There are other recipes online, but I just keep it pretty simple. So I'm going to bring this in, and after I record this video and I'm editing it, I might make myself a lemongrass tea. So I'm over here at my seedlings. I'll just show you a few more. I don't think I showed you last week. Well, look, these are all my backup peas, and you know what? I feel so silly. Like, I've been gardening for a few years now, and you'd think I would know better. Look what I did. I used lollipop sticks, and you know, I've been watering them, and look at that. I've got no idea what they are now. So I think it's going to be a bit of a lucky dip. I'm so silly. I should have used a permanent marker, waterproof marker, but oh, you know what, in my style of garden anyway, everything's just hiddly-piddly mixed up anyway, so I can kind of get away with it. Look at these are coming on really well. These are milk thistle seedlings. They're probably the strongest seedlings I've had so far. I'll be interested to see how they turn out. I've never grown them before. And then over here I've got a few more things here. These are some calendula, these are archades. I've got some nigella here. I've also got, what's this one here? That's straw flowers, Queen Anne's lace. There's not much germination. Can't even see what that is. Hold on, let me go a bit closer and check. Oh, that's the evening scented stock. I do have a couple of other things over here. These I'm pretty happy with as well. These are the everlasting daisies, and I've really got into growing grasses for flower arranging, and these ones are called the bunny-tail grass. Look at that, the tag's nearly faded off. These ones seem to like sprout up, I don't know, in a week or something, because they weren't like this last week, and look at them, they're all ready to be divided up. Now, to be honest with you, I'm a bit behind with my gardening jobs. You probably can't tell, well, see, everything's just a bit messy. These are the raised beds, but in other areas of the garden I'm just not ready to put the seedlings in yet, so I'm going to have to pot them all up, I think, and give myself a few more weeks. Yeah, I've got a good few things to do. Actually, over there I did put some seedlings in. I did a whole row of calendula, and here I did a mass planting of blue cornflowers. I think that would look really, really nice together. Okay, let's go down the back of the garden. I have a few more things that I want to show you. Okay, so we'll pass by the orange tree, come down here, and at the very back over here I have something to show you, a really unusual edible that's probably ready to harvest now, which I'm going to harvest. And there's another one of my archways. I put in another Australian native into this archway here too. Let me go over and show you, and look how big all my peas are growing. I'm so happy with that. Look at them, there's loads of them. I have to like nip out the tips to encourage bushier growth and try and help them climb up this frame, but I'm pretty happy with them. But look, here's another Australian native I put in here too. This one is called Hardenbergia. Oh, look, the chickens are there. Hey Chuckies! I don't know if I told you, but look how high I've had to put the fence, and I've managed to keep them in. So hello girls, what you doing? You okay? Oh, aren't they so cute? I love my chickens. Anyway, yeah, this one's gonna look nice too once it fills out. I can't wait for that to get bigger, but I'm pretty happy. It looks really healthy. Put it in the same time as the other perennial and it's doing well. Okay, so we'll go around this way. I pulled out quite a few of the Cosmos, some of them are down there. I'm going to try and let them dry out and then save some seeds. Oh, my dahlia patch needs a lot of work, so let's not look at that too much. I'll show you that next week when I've done it up a bit. This is the area, remember I planted it up. I have a bit more weeding to do, but all my little seedlings are coming up, which I'm happy with. Those two larger ones there, they're the calendula. I'm not too sure what's going on there with my twiggy looking gooseberry bush. Hopefully it's just going dormant and I haven't killed it. Oh, look at this, I forgot to show you. Look what's after happening. Now I have to be careful when I come in here. See, I haven't thought about that either. How am I going to get in here to prune things and weed, because I've kind of planted it really thickly. But look what these are. These are all my broad beans. I do remember I couldn't decide what to put in here. I was talking about sweet peas, some Australian natives, but I ended up putting broad beans in at the moment, and I am pretty happy with this. Usually people would put it in a kind of grid form, a bit like sweet corn, but I've just put it in a straight row, so I might need to put some supports in when they get a bit bigger. But I think I've had about 100% germination. It's pretty good. So we're going over here. This is what I'm going to harvest. It doesn't look like much, but that vine there is the Kiwano vine, which I've shown you before, and it's my first time ever growing these. And when I was looking into them, they're meant to turn orange, but you know what, I think this is as good as it's going to get. And last night I came out here and I tested one and I opened it up and it looked really good, so I'm going to pick a few of these. Oh look, I just noticed there's some little baby ones there too. I might leave them there and see what happens, but I'm going to pick a fair few of these now. I'll open them up and I'll describe what they taste like. Look at those spikes, they are lethal. My goodness, if you get poked with them, they are as sharp as a pin. Okay, so I'm going to come and cut some of these off. I don't know why I brought a knife out. I think it was, oh my goodness, it's so spiky. Okay, there we go. Where's that one gone? Here it is. Oh jeez, it is so spiky. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got it off, which is great. Okay, let's open it up and have a look inside. So now I don't know where I put that knife. Oh, here it is, I found it. Cool. Try and do this with one hand, but I might have to. Oh, look how easy it slips in. That's a good sign, isn't it, when the juice comes squirting out? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's hard with one hand to do this. Hold on. Come on. Let me grab it again. Where's my cut? There it is. Okay, wait until you see what it looks like inside. It's beautiful. Quite surprising, actually. There we go. Oh, see, they're meant to be orange, but that looks really, really ripe to me. So these are called Kiwano, or they're also called horned melons. I think it gets the name from those protruding spikes that stick out. It's called spike melon, African horned cucumber, or a jelly melon. So this is an annual vine, and it's from the cucumber melon family. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and scoop some of these out and I'll describe the taste to you. Well, last night I used a spoon to scoop some out, and then I discovered if you give it a squeeze, they kind of come out too. So I'll squeeze this one. Oh, there we go. It's kind of satisfying doing that. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take the rest out off camera and I'll fill up here a bit. But you can see, so they're seeds and they're covered with this gelatinous green. I won't eat this because my hands are filthy, but you can see the seeds, each individual seed is covered with a gelatinous, it's almost like a luminous green jelly type thing. Okay, now this is going to probably surprise you, but these taste exactly like, well for me they do, you know, like a really ripe black banana. That's what they taste like. So they got the appearance, I think, of like a passion fruit, the pulp of a passion fruit. They're tricky to get out like a pomegranate, although I have tried to do the pomegranate trick where you tap it and they don't pop out. So you do have to kind of scoop them out. Let me see if I can put my finger in, you get an idea. See, they kind of like scoop out like that and pop out. They go in quite deep. I have just eaten these just the way they are. I've tested them out with my family last night and they quite like them. I think these would be perfect to put on top of like some ice cream. Really, really delicious. So let me see. I'm going to harvest a few more of these now, and yeah, and we'll have a little bit more of a look around the garden, see if there's anything else that's interesting to show you. Okay, and I've got one more. I think I'll leave the rest on the vine. There we go. We'll get through them today. Okay, and I've got the cardoon plant here. The lighting's not very good today, but I noticed last night, I've been waiting on this area here. These are got some sweet peas to germinate. I was getting a bit nervous that actually yesterday I ended up soaking another 50 seeds to replace here, but look, they've started to germinate. These ones have been really particularly slow. I'm not really quite sure why. There's a few more there compared to other areas of my garden. This area is still looking like a hot mess. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. A lot of those seedlings, the flower seedlings, I was going to be putting in around here, especially the what they call the foxgloves, but as you can see, I mean, this area is way off, you know, ready to be planting up. But I'll get there. At least they're growing in you know, their little pots, which is something. Oh, the sky's starting to clear up now. It's a beautiful day. I might go inside now and make myself my tea and just have a bit of a few minutes to relax before I start editing this video. Hopefully it won't take me too long. I like that archway. I didn't show you this. A lot of the scarlet runner beans on the archway, the pods are starting to dry up. I'll probably harvest them next week. And I found this big cluster. I don't know how I didn't notice these before, but look at these. There's loads more. It seems to have got a second lease of life after the weather's cooled down a bit. Okay, well, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching again. And you know, if you've got any questions, just put them in the comments. But until next week, I'll say bye for now and happy gardening.